What a blessing it is to sit here and make videos. You know, I just got this random thought in my mind, this random feeling, not even thought. I got this random feeling in my mind just now, genuinely, because you don't understand, bro, how many weeks it's been when I've been overthinking everything about making content, especially. I don't know, when you've been overthinking, you're trying to get a certain result, and when you're trying to do like achieve X and X result, you just kind of start overthinking, right? You just kind of sit there and you're just like, oh, like how do I do this, or what's the correct way? I'm trying something for a week and then I kind of just stop doing it. So I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I made a video just like right before this, and it was talking about how simple self improvement actually is. Like how simple it is to actually improve, and we overcomplicate so many things, right? And this is a lesson I learned from one of my friends. After coming to this realization today of how simple it is to sit here and make content and share this journey and share my freaking lessons, and not just lessons, but share my documenting my journey, and like how other people could see this and how they could like relate with me. Like genuinely, I'm not even lying. I was like, it's nighttime right now, if you can't tell yet. But I was getting ready to wind down and kind of like relax and stuff like that. But I felt like I need to record because I got this feeling. I got this feeling because I was thinking of, you know, because things are more simpler now, and how I get to just make videos, and how that feeling of like when other people can relate with you. Do you know that feeling when other people not just relate, but other people just like see themselves in you, or see you in themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? And I was thinking like, bro, now since I just get to document my videos and document my content, and share lessons and talk about what I'm going through, like there's gonna be other people that are going through what I'm going through, or that want to do what I'm trying to do. And I'm like, that feeling, it's just, what I'm trying to say? Like that's just such a nice feeling to have. And I got this surge of energy, this boost to just want to make videos and to record videos, because all I get to do is document this journey. I was telling ChatGPT earlier, like about like what are we trying to achieve? Like I was trying to figure out like what am I really trying to achieve? At the end of my life, like when I'm gonna look back at this life, like what am I trying to achieve here? Right? Is it just like making money? Is it just getting a nice physique? But what do those things represent? If they don't represent anything, then what's the point? Because you're gonna make the money, you're gonna get bored of it. You're gonna get the physique, and you're gonna get bored of it. Trust me. Getting a nice physique is nice. Developing yourself and achieving and getting bigger and bigger is nice. But if there's no meaning behind it, it's not gonna last you. If there's no bigger meaning, it's not gonna last. I used to have an uncle, right? I say I used to have an uncle. He's like not really an uncle, but like a family friend. He's like younger, in his 40s or 30s, and he used to come and tell me like, when you get married, you're gonna stop going to the gym too, and you're gonna stop going to the gym, and because you're gonna have too many responsibilities, and stuff like that. I'm just like, not really, not really. In my head, I didn't tell him this, but in my head, I'm like, not really, uncle, because you have 24 hours in a day. You always would have 1 hour for the gym. It's the mindset. I don't go to the gym just so I can attract a freaking girl. I don't go to the gym so I can show people how strong I am or how big I am. That's part of the journey. That's sure, I want those things, but I go to the gym because there's a meaning behind it, because of the man that it makes me, because that will always carry on. The man that you become in the process. I was learning this in the book. I just finished a book yesterday called The Mountain Is You by Brianna Weiss or something like that. Great book. Go check that out right now. Like genuinely, if you're struggling with bad habits, trauma, whatever, self inner child stuff, go read that book, okay? But at the end of the book, she was literally the last sentence. She said something along the lines of like, at the end of the day, you're gonna look back at the mountain you just climbed, and it's gonna feel like it's so far away. Imagine you overcoming a big challenge in your life. Maybe you're addicted to pornography, or you're addicted to such and such habit, and you're genuinely addicted to it, or you just can't get yourself to get up and freaking work hard on your mission and your goals. And one day, there's gonna be one day when you're gonna look back at that journey, when you're gonna look back at that version of yourself that you overcame, that you went past. I'm telling you, I guarantee you, there's gonna be a version of yourself. When you look back at your old version, it's gonna feel like so distant. But what's gonna carry on from that version of yourself is the man that you become in the journey, in the process. And that's so beautiful. So this is what I mean, right? There's such a big meaning and purpose to this now. I get to document videos, and I get to share my lessons along the way of becoming the best version, the best man that I could be. Someone who can provide for his parents, someone who can become the best husband, because I realized with the permission of God, God gave me enough capability to act. God gave me enough capability to act. And I have to realize, and you have to realize that a lot of things in life is determined upon your behavior. If you want a good marriage, or if you are, like, I'm not married, but this is a principle in how God made the world. If you want a good marriage, you have to change your attitude. If you want a good physique, you have to change, and I have to change our attitude. We have to change our attitudes. We have to change our behavior, not the thing itself. Things will not be, they will not come to us. We have to change our attitude towards it. If you want to become disciplined, you gotta change your attitude, right? And when you do change your attitude, then you realize a lot of the changes in your life you have power over with the permission of God. Like, you can actually influence things in your day to day. It's all up to you whether you want to be a freaking an idiot on the road and you're gonna freaking road rage on everyone, or it's up to you. You know what? I want to stay positive. I want to help people rather than freaking take my anger out on people. That's up to you. It's your choice whether, maybe you're in a relationship or something. I'm not sure. I'm not here to give you freaking relationship advice, but maybe you're in a relationship and these fights, ongoing fights, all over the place. It requires attitude changes. It requires the yearning to want to be someone who's loving. I know that I sound like a freaking preacher, but I daydream about the version of me in the future with God's permission. I daydream about that version whom his woman, his girl, like, is in awe. And again, I'm not saying that relationships are perfect and marriages are perfect and they're without any flaws, but that's what makes marriage beautiful anyways. But there is a type of man out there where his woman is in awe of him, because that man, he's doing his best to fill the house with love. And any arguments slash issues, it's just an obstacle that they have to get over in order to come closer and grow. Bro, I sound like a freaking therapist. I sound like I'm not even like married or anything. But it's just the principle that God made, that how we have to change our attitudes. We have to change our behaviors. And you have to realize, this is one thing I realized, is that we genuinely think that we can't become a different person. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest bottlenecks of why people can't change, is because they genuinely don't believe that they can become a different person. Yes, you can become a different person. When I tell you that, at one point in my life, I used to feel timid and soft. And that was like 3 months ago, bro. 3 months ago, in public, I would feel soft when I used to speak with people. I used to, when I used to turn on the camera, I would be like, not passionate, bro. I would not be in your freaking face. I would not be doing any of that because I was a scared, timid boy. And that was 3 months ago. I wasn't even a boy. I was 21 years old, but I'm still 21. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's just, or when I used to be the kid who would play games till 4 a.m. It required a behavior shift. It required a change of behavior to want to become a different man, because it is completely possible. So I realized I turned this video into like 3 different videos at once. But at the end of the day, to end this off, the reason why I talked about behavior and stuff like that is because I yearn to become the version of me that's the best version of me, to be the best son, to be the best husband, to be the best father, future father, to be the best brother, to be the best friend, to be the best man I could be. And it's 100 within my control to do that, with the permission of God, in terms of in my control to change my behaviors. It goes from being isolationist, whatever, always isolating yourself, to service. It goes to being service. It goes to servicing people, servicing my viewers, it goes to service. And I can't wait for that, just sharing my lessons on the journey and other people could relate. That's already brings a smile to my face, because there's gonna be people that are inspired, right? There's gonna be people this guy's exactly like me, he's a university student, and all he's trying to do is just build a better life, a purposeful life. And I'm gonna make a video soon, hopefully, God willing, tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make a video which is called Why I Started Self-Improvement, and I'm gonna share the reasons why I started self-improvement, just to give you a big reason, because I feel like that's going to be a good video to make. Other than that, I just decided to sit down and make this video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.